Hi everyone, so we are now live. I launched the software at 8 AM on the 23rd of November 2022, and essentially when it launches the waiting list is 48 hours to access a 30% lifetime discount. So I'm going to record the next 48 hours to take you through what I'm doing now that it's live, how I'm checking, how I'm making sure everything's going right, and then also essentially how we track to make sure that everything is flowing correctly, showing you the data, showing you the systems that we've got set up to make sure that we can provide the best client experience possible. I always think with software, when it's a seamless process from discovery to sign up to purchase, that is just an amazing experience, and it's what we expect as consumers. So this video is going to be taking you through that aftermath. I'll be completely transparent with how many signups we've got, what stage we're at, and what we're going to do next. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. So stick around to the end where I will summarise how many signups we got in the first 48 hours alone. So we have launched the software. It's gone to the 184 business waiting list. And essentially what we're going to be able to do now is we're going to be able to track exactly who's opened it. So we can already see that 18 people have opened. We can track who's on the website. So we can see, well, not who exactly, but we can see where they are, which pages they're on, etc. And then using Clarity, we'll essentially be able to see exactly who's on the website and what they're doing as well. So we'll be able to see the progress here. It'll obviously also be on email so that if anything does go wrong, we'll be able to get on it immediately and go exactly from there. But we're live. One thing we can also do is we can track how many Zapiers happen. We use this really, really heavily because it's a no-code solution, so it's a lot faster than developing something. And it means that I can do the no-code stuff while the developer is focusing on, tasks that only he can do or the team can do. So you can see here, we're already getting people click on, and we'll check that later to see how everything goes. In terms of actually how I feel, I didn't really feel excited before launch. I didn't really feel nervous because ultimately I feel a big part of being nervous is that you haven't done the prep, and I've done the prep, I've put in the work. Everything now is just about executing on what me and the team have been planning out for months. So it's just a stepping stone for where I want to get. Really for me, where the enjoyment comes is this hard work. So doing the launch is, the big moments, I don't feel much about them. What I enjoy is the graft and the hard work. That's what I do it for, that's what I enjoy. Now so what is it now? It is 8:05, so we've been live for 5 minutes. Got 10 people on the site. 80% of our customers will be in the US, so really it's going to be big timing when we get sort of in the morning of the US, and that's when we're going to get a lot of numbers. But so touch wood, things are going well so far. What's quite cool that I can also track on Clarity, I can see where people are. So we've got someone from Australia, New Zealand and Italy, and I can actually go live. I can see where they're clicking, what they're doing, and this is going to be really, really helpful when it comes to seeing if there's any bugs. Hi guys, so I just had a call with the team. Essentially we're going through and we were just checking on how progress is going so far with the launch. The one thing that we noticed so far, you can see that, so our website pricing is based upon slots, and when people use the plugin on a website, it shows them the URL, it shows them the site, and it shows them how many pages they've optimized and the number of checks they passed, as you can see here. However, there's a couple of things people keep doing. So here it says use plugin to add the site. We can see people keep clicking on here, so we can see they're not 100% sure. And then also on the profile, we can see that people keep going and clicking add site. So obviously they're looking at here, they're looking here to say add site, getting a little bit confused, going on the dashboard and then pressing add site here. So this isn't actually add site, it's purchase site. So actually this isn't clear enough. Essentially we're just making sure that we are tracking things as close as we can to make sure that we can improve that client experience. So things are going well. So things I'm doing at the moment in between the software planning and the launch is essentially managing all the clients and work that I've got in the next few months. So essentially for every single client, every single area of my life, I will lay out the key tasks that need to be done in the next 2 months. And I find just writing it out sort of helps the creative juices flow a little bit more. And essentially after it's all been laid out on here for every single client, I will then distill it into my Notion page. So my Notion page is pretty structured. I've got like sort of my to-do list. Then there's a monthly, what are the key priorities for each day? And that is pretty much then split up against every month. So there's all of my tasks that I need to do on a day by day and week by week basis. So pretty structured. So it's, really scalable because I've got the Notion, all of the team work through this. So it's pretty structured. I think anything any business, whether it's software, whether it's an agency, things have to be scalable because as a business owner, I should only be focusing on the things that only I can do, if that makes sense. If I'm focusing on work that anyone can do or my team can do, then the business isn't growing, if that makes sense, because if I'm working in the business rather than on the business, that is holding the business back. I should be paying someone that is better than me to do the day-by-day work in the business. Meanwhile, I work on the business because that is what's going to drive the business forward, and then the team does the majority of the serving, the client delivery. So that's sort of what I'm figuring doing at the moment, doing all that big picture planning, making sure everything gets delivered, while also working with the team to see how I can help them as well. So yeah. Hi guys, so I finished the sauna, went in the pool, and then I had lunch, and had a slight problem sort of over then. So essentially I got a notification that a payment had come through via Stripe, which shouldn't happen because there's a 14-day free trial, so no one should be able to get charged. So I chatted with the development team, and essentially what happened was the person that paid pressed the payment twice. So as it was loading, pressed payment again. So it meant that for some reason the payment went through for the second one. So they had 2 subscriptions, and the payment for the second one went through. Fortunately, I got in contact with them to notify them it was happening and we were fixing it. And by the time we fixed it and refunded them, they hadn't got back to me. And I think that ties upon the point that I said earlier. In business, you can never do everything right. Whether you're launching a software product, whatever business it is, you're going to make mistakes and stuff is going to happen. But really, it's how you respond to it. We jumped on it straight away. We got it fixed before the customer hopefully even noticed. And for me, that is what makes a business stand apart or not. It's down to the customer service, and we know that we're going to be top there. We just need to pay, patience in some instances. We're now at, I believe, 10 sign-ups, and we are 6 hours after launch. So hopefully now, the past 2 sign-ups were from the UK, but hopefully in the next hour, we're going to get sign-ups from people in the US, because it's going to be their morning, and most of our clients will be in the US. So things are looking good. It's easy to look into the numbers and determine success or failure based upon that, because ultimately SaaS is very metrics driven. But I'm feeling good, and obviously it's a 48-hour discount, so we've got a day and a half left, over a day and a half, and then we're still going to have probably sign-ups that come after the discount ends from waiting list members that won't get the lifetime discount that we're offering now, but there should still be sign-ups. So things are going good, 10 sign-ups so far. Let's keep going. Hi guys, so really frustrating. I've just gone through and we have lost about 4 or 5 customers because they tried to access it on mobile and it doesn't work on mobile. It's not mobile responsive, so we either need to make it mobile responsive, or we need to go and make so there's a notification that comes up that tells users they can't access it by mobile. Yeah, really frustrating. Why didn't I think to check it on mobile to see whether it was responsive or whether it would work? I think because I thought that people wouldn't access it on mobile, which in hindsight is stupid because people use mobiles. So really frustrating. Potentially lost 4 or 5 customers from that. You can see here, this is what it looked like. So if someone tried to access it at all, they wouldn't be able to, that's the formatting. And then also they wouldn't be able to pay at all. So yeah, really frustrating and almost, just feel stupid, to be honest, because why didn't I check that? We've lost, a number of customers.
Henry, how's it going?
Yo. Yeah, good. We are almost 10 hours after launch now. So almost a quarter of the way in sort of the launch window for the discount. So we got 14 people signed up so far, which is great. So almost halfway to the goal, and we've got 3/4 of the time left to hit that goal. But we missed 4 sign-ups because basically for some reason I stupidly didn't check on mobile and it wasn't optimized for mobile, and 4 people came, tried to check, were tapping everywhere and then left. So we lost 4 sign-ups. But I guess things are going really well. I signed one of my biggest clients for my agency today, so that's all positive.
Nice.
I'm going to send a chase-up email to everyone tomorrow to push, because people need pushing through the funnel, so we're just going to work on that and then final stretch.
Let's go. Let's get it. But look at this sunset. Crazy.
Crazy, isn't it? Morning everyone, it is 5:45. It is almost 24 hours post-launch. I believe we've got 19 customers, 19 people signed up now on the free trial, so things are going to plan. The plan was to have 30 post-free trial, so I'd say we need to double our numbers today to be able to hit that goal, because there'll be people that drop off and unsubscribe. So things are going according to plan. I've learned a lot. There's not necessarily mistakes we've made along the way, but there are things that we should have been aware of, which we weren't. So there's a lot of work to do. The team's working very, very hard. I've been enjoying it as well, which I guess is a key thing, but plenty of work to do, so let's get it. So you can see yesterday on Stripe, we went up and we got up to, 19 customers basically. So the 22nd we had 4, and then we had 23 yesterday, so 19 customers added, so things are going on the right direction. So this morning I'm just going through all of the recordings of people using the software, and I'm just seeing what's happening. You can see this person got on the sign up page, they put in the name, password, but then they spent about 10 minutes, because they're on for 15.5 minutes, but they spent about 10 minutes on the pricing page and payment page. They clicked loads of times across the different plans. They went on and off the page a lot of times, and essentially it seems as if they were confused. So what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm emailing these people, because I can't see personal information, but I can see their name when they sign up, so I can see who they are, I can see who they're on the waiting list, and I can get in touch to hopefully solve any of their problems so that they can go from this to sign up. So it is 1 o'clock. We are almost a day and 6 hours post-launch. Still on 19 sign up. One thing to remember, if it's a launch and 80% of your customers are based in America, don't do it on Thanksgiving. Today's Thanksgiving, and I feel as if there's been a lower uptake of Americans than I thought there would be, naturally, because they're on holiday and they're not at the laptop. So I'm going to send a follow-up email in an hour telling them that there's 18 hours left of the launch. Hopefully that will pick up some of the Americans, maybe. I doubt it, because they're all going to be on holiday, so maybe pick up tomorrow.
Hey everybody, welcome to the session. Super excited for this session today. It's the amazing Henry Purchase. He's the founder and director of Rough Water Media that guarantee their clients page 1 rankings on Google. They seem to hit the mark every single time. Henry's also just launched an SEO plugin, so he's also to be here today after launching his SaaS tool yesterday. is pretty impressive. Henry, thank you so much for being with us and giving up your time. I'd like to just hand over to you to take it away, mate.
Thank you, Sam. It's probably worth, apologies to everyone. I am running on not a lot of sleep at the moment, so if I'm not as sharp as usual, then you know why. But in this presentation, I'm going to be talking through how we guarantee page on rankings of Rough Water Media. But first of all, a little bit about myself. Henry Purchase, founder of Rough Water Media, SEO and content marketing agency. I also released a Squarespace SEO plugin yesterday, which is why I'm so tired. And it's why I'll be, straight after this call, going and jumping on with the team to fix some things and make sure that's going smoothly. No, not at all. Thanks Tony, and thanks Pradip for jumping on so quickly.
Henry, how was the call?
Good. There's one bug that we haven't been able to fix for some time, basically where the plugin disappears, and we think it's a problem with another plugin that people have installed. So essentially we had a customer that got in contact with us to say that there was a problem, and within 20 minutes we were on a call with the developer, me and the customer, taking her through, explaining it and figuring out what was wrong. Those of you that are watching that understand software, you'll sort of understand Sod's law and what happens with software, that when someone finds a bug, the minute that you jump on a call with them, it suddenly starts working, and that's exactly what happened here. Not any fault of them, it's something we need to fix, but it's a little bit frustrating, but still, I am happy that we've got people in this waiting list that are willing to be patient, willing to jump on a call with us, and willing to work with us, because the more that they help, the more we are going to help. And but I mean, the plan that she was on is, with the discounts, like $6 a month, and she's getting to jump on a call with
The founder.
And that call could have been an hour, and she could have just asked some questions. Like, that is the value that we're willing to provide. So
I respect that. The last thing I wanted to ask is, when it comes to software companies, and let's say for someone like me that is not well versed in this space, how come you're willing to hop on these calls when people are on like a subscription at, let's say, $6 a month? Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying out of curiosity to educate the people.
So there's a saying in software called "do things that don't scale," where you do the things that you can't scale. You can't jump on a call with everyone if there's 1,000 people paying $6 a month.
Yeah.
But by me doing those things that don't scale, that will build a real core group of customers that are loyal, that give me the feedback that will allow me to get to those next 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called "do things that don't scale," and I'm a really big advocate of that, because not everything is going to be right, and if I can show to people that I'm willing to improve, to work hard, then they're going to reward me for that over time.
And that word of mouth as well.
Exactly.
Love that. Can't wait for us to watch back at this. Early days, let's say 3 months, 6 months from now, and 1 year, a couple of years from now, you'll be able to see the progress you've made. So in terms of the action steps moving forward, what are you going to do now for the rest of the week?
Have a nap. I'm shattered. I just did a presentation.
How was it, and what was the presentation about?
It was with Sam Winsbury, actually, his marketing month, and I told people how I guarantee page on rankings, so I spelled it out exactly what we do at our agency to guarantee our clients page on rankings. And I'm actually going to release that video exclusively to the Squarespace SEO community as part of my plugin. So just more value that I'm providing, that I'm adding into the community for people to get it. So update, essentially we're at 23 sign-ups now. So today I've been going through, we've been fixing bugs, like the average response time from someone notifying letting us know about a bug to us getting on it and starting to fix it is probably less than an hour. So I'm really proud of the team for that. I then had to take a nap. Like, I wouldn't say burnout, I wouldn't say I'm close to burnout, just exhausted. I'm excited and enjoying the work that I'm doing, but just so tired. So I had to have a nap to relax and just get at it the next day. I'd say the thing that has held us back at the moment is probably Thanksgiving. What I expected to happen is when we hit like 2-3 p.m, when America wakes up, that we have a lot more sign-ups, but we haven't had that, despite most of the list being in America. So that's been a little bit frustrating, but we're still we're still learning a lot more than we were 2 days ago. We're getting data, we're getting feedback, and that's the most important thing. So I wouldn't say disappointed is the word, but I'm hoping things pick up over the next few days. 23 potentially paying customers isn't too bad though. So we've just got to carry on, and I'll update everyone tomorrow morning, 48 hours after launch, to confirm the numbers that we've had through, and just to talk about the next steps. So thanks for staying along, guys, and hopefully we get some sign-ups overnight. Hi everyone, so it is 9:15, so we are just over 48 hours post-launch. So the discount has ended, the 48-hour launch discount has ended. There's been lots of highs and lows, and hopefully sort of demonstrated why I want to record this, because I feel like there's so many learnings for me, but also so many learnings for you guys. So just going to do an overview of the results so far of the launch. So as you can see on the stripe, on the first day we got 19, then we got 5, and then we got 3. So we're at 27. This says 27, but I believe it is 28. So maybe, so 27, 28 people signed up on the free trial within the first 48 hours. So I am fairly happy with the progress. The aim is to have 30 paying people after the end of the free trial. So hopefully we pick up a few people after this weekend, because it's been Thanksgiving, which gets us to that goal. But I am fairly happy. We've got 28 people on, and there's been a couple of unsubscribes. So let's say there's 25 people that are currently using the software. I'd say that's pretty good for launch day. It gives us a lot of data and a lot of feedback to grow from. We're also already getting some really good feedback as well. So great work, guys, already loving the plugin. And then great work, guys, loving this so far and looking forward to get to grips with the plugin. So really good feedback, and that's obviously helped the team. We're pushing us along, and it's a really good morale booster. So thanks a lot to you guys for that feedback. And obviously this is only the start. So thanks a lot for watching along, guys. Hopefully you've learned as much as I have, and there's only going to be plenty more. I'm going to document every step of the journey. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.